NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's Kick It Off next on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started. And off we go from SoFi. Here comes a return from the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Now, fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one caught by Parkinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. It's complete. He's got cut. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
The NFL's third leading rusher a season ago, it's Kyron Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the rookie out of Penn State, Chop Robinson, in for the sack.
When you look at Robinson, what you see is a guy who really has a lot of upside remaining, Mike. I don't even think he has completely maximized his physical skills. I mean, he's got great explosiveness. He's raw, sudden movements. He creates a lot of chaos when given one-on-ones. Led Penn State last year with forced fumbles. He's a guy that could get even stronger at the point of attack, and I think Miami has themselves a guy with a lot of upside and a lot of room to grow.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Rams offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he coughs up the football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Hill brought in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the... And he will get into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the air again, Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. This one taken in by Parkinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Stafford to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he's got it. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The rookie out of Florida State, Jared Verse, on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball's out. The Rams have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
A run up the middle with Achan, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. In motion comes Beckham. He'll try and run it here. It's Achan. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So the hope is your 1 third down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. Here's Berrios on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They send a receiver in motion left. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Tua gonna throw to the left side in the hands of Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's Tua. Catch made there, that's Smith. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Second and a yard. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is third and a yard. Again, it's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Sanders here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one taken in by Parkinson. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. A gain of 16 yards. First down, L.A. They send the tight end in motion. On first down, Stafford.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
To throw on second down, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They face second down and 7. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but So often, they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden, there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line, and not only do they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, let's have a conversation about the play-action passing game. There's this notion out there that in order for it to be good, you have to be a great running team, and it's actually not the case. The threat of a run in the down and distance is what generates great play action, and as you see here, it can lead to some big pickups.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's down the field and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Atwell sent in motion here. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get about 2. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action, Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Stafford. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, left side, he's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That finds Nakua along the sideline. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown, LA. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Here's Tagovailoa. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Smith. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Dolphins first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That one caught by Smith. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. they're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. Two defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
To the goal line and in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Stafford now on second down. Hunt brings it in left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Stafford fires to Cup.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Stafford to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2. Motion man is the tight end going right. Again, it's Stafford. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find any. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. On the out, connecting with Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. This is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. He gets 3. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one caught by Parkinson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Working out of the gun, Stafford. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And, Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.